about verses on Shay Shay, and you were asked about verses with Gillian Wallen.
That's right.
Both of your
I was asked.
right, but both of your responses
soliciting.
Yeah, but your responses led to 50 having something to setting it off.
I'm real big on treating other people the way I want to be treated. And I'm also real big on treating them the way they decide they gonna treat me. And ultimately, all of the quietness that we're witnessing.
What happens when a single Instagram post suddenly reignites an entire hip-hop debate that the culture thought was cooling down? After T.I.'s message started circulating online, fans assumed the conversation might finally lose steam. But then 50 Cent stepped back into the spotlight with a carefully timed photo alongside Lil Wayne and a caption that instantly set social media ablaze. Was it a casual moment between two rap legends simply enjoying each other's company? Or was it a calculated, deliberate power move designed to send a message without uttering a single name? When questions started flooding in about the ongoing tension and the diss track circulating online, 50 Cent gave the internet exactly what it needed to stay locked in. He jumped on Instagram, posted a photo with Lil Wayne, and captioned it with 6 words that hit like a thunderbolt. "If they ain't talking about me, what are they talking about?" That caption alone was enough to send social media into a full-blown frenzy. Comment sections exploded with fierce debates over who truly holds the title of King of the South. Some fans were absolutely convinced that 50 Cent knew exactly what he was doing by linking up with Lil Wayne at precisely this moment, while others insisted it was nothing more than genuine mutual respect between two certified legends of the game. Depending on which thread you landed on, the interpretations varied wildly. But the dominant reading across the internet was clear. This was a subtle, ice-cold response to T.I., delivered in the most classically 50 Cent way possible. In the days leading up to that post, 50 Cent had noticeably slowed down his online activity, sharing fewer posts than usual even as new diss tracks connected to the situation kept surfacing and circulating. Observers quickly caught on to the sudden quiet period, and that silence alone sparked intense curiosity among the fans who had been following every development closely. The pattern was familiar to anyone who had watched 50 Cent operate over the years: the calm before the storm. During a separate interview that gained significant traction online, T.I. reportedly addressed the situation head-on and explained that he was prepared to move past the tension after giving the beef roughly a week of his attention. According to his comments, he made clear that his focus was on moving forward while standing firmly by his family and the people closest to him. He emphasized that his intention was never to compete with or defeat anyone, but rather to show unwavering support and protection for his loved ones. He also clarified, importantly, that there were certain developments connected to the situation that he did not personally approve of. That statement immediately raised eyebrows and pushed people to dig deeper into the full context of his interview.
From dude, what would have happened if that quietness was practiced at the beginning? Absolutely nothing. We wouldn't be here.
Nothing to talk about.
Are you enjoying seeing your sons step up to the moment? And the whole family concept?
No, I don't enjoy it. I do not.
As more of the conversation became available to the public, viewers began unpacking T.I.'s full explanation in detail. During that same interview, he directly addressed one of the most controversial moments of the entire saga: the shirt design that reportedly featured a reference to 50 Cent's late mother. According to T.I., that move crossed a clear and undeniable line. He stated firmly that he did not support that approach in any way, that he had spoken up about it internally, and that he made it absolutely known to those involved that the situation had been taken far further than it ever needed to go. T.I. also shared something that many fans found surprisingly candid. He and King Harris are not in constant communication about every single decision that gets made. He explained that everyone in his circle has access to recording studios and social media platforms, meaning people sometimes move independently and make their own choices about how they respond to public situations without consulting him first. According to his remarks, he told King Harris directly that things were getting excessive and that it would be in everyone's best interest to pull back from certain actions. At the same time, he acknowledged that when situations like this unfold publicly, the family's natural instinct is to stand together and support one another, and that dynamic does not simply switch off on command. Around this same period, 3 separate songs connected to the ongoing situation were released in a remarkably short window of time. One track reportedly came from T.I. himself, another from King Harris, and a third from another one of his sons, Domani. All 3 records dropped in rapid succession, immediately catching the attention of everyone following the story and sending streaming numbers and commentary into overdrive. At the same time, online speculation began swirling that yet another member of the family, Buddy Red, may have also released a response track of his own. For those unfamiliar with Buddy Red, he is known for a distinctly different musical style, one that leans heavily into blues, jazz, and rock-influenced sounds. The rumor genuinely surprised a significant portion of fans because a response track in the context of this particular beef felt completely out of character for his artistic lane. When T.I. was asked about it directly, he reportedly said he was not certain about the claim and that he did not believe the song actually came from Buddy Red. According to his comments, they had not spoken about any such release, and he felt strongly that if Buddy Red had actually created something tied to the situation, he would have mentioned it to him beforehand. On top of that, some corners of the internet began claiming that yet another response track had surfaced from a different family member entirely. However, skeptics were quick to push back, suggesting the audio may have been generated using artificial intelligence, a possibility that has become increasingly common and increasingly difficult to rule out in online music discussions. Several fans reached out directly asking whether another son had genuinely released a song connected to the beef, only adding more noise and confusion to an already layered conversation. As the noise around the family grew louder, attention shifted back to the broader, more fundamental debate that had been simmering underneath everything: the title of King of the South. When 50 Cent posted that photo with Lil Wayne, a large portion of viewers interpreted it as deeply strategic, believing the pairing itself was designed to reignite the regional supremacy discussion at the most impactful possible moment. The image reportedly appeared to show both artists together at what looked like a public event in Las Vegas, possibly connected to a golf-related gathering, a setting that projected confidence, leisure, and an unmistakable sense of being completely unbothered by any of the noise below. Lil Wayne himself had spoken about the King of the South label in previous interviews and performances, and those older comments began resurfacing almost immediately after 50 Cent's post started trending. In those past remarks, Wayne indicated that he did not personally claim that regional title, explaining that he preferred to be recognized for his overall impact and dominance as an artist rather than any single geographic label. Those comments added an intriguing wrinkle to the discussion, because if Wayne was not claiming the title and 50 Cent was posting alongside him, the implication in some fans' reading was that the entire framework of the debate was being subtly dismantled from the top down.
I've spent so much time trying to get this little nigga off the ledge.
Talking about King.
Yes, and now he has justifiable means to undo all of the teachings that I've been teaching. I do not like this. No, I do not enjoy it.
Now, Domani kept us cool.
So the one thing that I am proud of out of all of this is that the women and children in our family see that it's a line of men.
Fans also brought up an older Lil Wayne performance where he delivered a legendary freestyle over an instrumental rooted in the classic DJ Screw style. In that moment, Wayne declared himself the best rapper alive with the kind of effortless certainty that has defined his entire career. That line, which has been referenced in rapper ranking debates for years, resurfaced in the current conversation as evidence that Wayne had always operated beyond regional categories, focused entirely on a more universal claim of lyrical supremacy. Because of that legacy, many listeners argued that Wayne's presence in 50 Cent's photo was less about Southern politics and more about a mutual understanding between two men who had simply outgrown the need to prove anything to anyone. As the catalog comparisons and influence debates intensified across fan forums and social media threads, many people traced the entire conversation back to its original catalyst, the discussion around a potential Versus-style matchup that had put everything in motion. T.I. had previously shared his thoughts on who he believed would make for the most compelling musical face-off, and those comments had been the original spark that ignited the wider debate among fans and commentators. According to T.I., there had been some level of mutual agreement about the concept and promotional build-up around it. However, 50 Cent had not publicly confirmed any of those details, and the situation had ultimately developed in a very different direction as public reactions grew louder and more volatile than anyone had initially anticipated. Industry observers frequently note that controversy, confusion, and strong public reactions are among the most powerful drivers of sustained online conversation in the entertainment world. Moments like these consistently fuel algorithm activity across every major social media platform, keeping topics circulating and trending long after they might otherwise have faded. 50 Cent, in particular, has built a well-documented reputation over the course of his career for using the internet with surgical precision, staying active in viral conversations, responding to the right moments at the right times, and leveraging digital attention in ways that consistently benefit his brand and visibility. Because of that history, many commentators concluded that his decision not to respond directly during the peak of the chaos was itself a deliberate, calculated choice. Not silence born of indifference, but patience born of strategy. Meanwhile, the multiple music releases connected to the situation had already served a clear purpose, giving several artists the opportunity to make their statements publicly and on the record while the conversation was at its absolute peak. From that perspective, many observers felt that the musical output alone had accomplished significant goals for the people involved, independent of whatever 50 Cent chose to do or not do in response. For now, the conversation continues spreading across fan communities as everyone watches to see whether any further responses or major developments will emerge.
That's here. Against who? Yep. You know what I mean? And we not here to defeat. Like, I don't give a fuck about defeating. I ain't here to defeat. I'm here to defend. You understand? I'm here to protect what's ours, what we built. Man, it is, man, I die in the streets out there, man. This shit,
Several commentators have noted over the years that 50 Cent has built one of the most distinctive and consistently effective social media presences in the entire entertainment industry. His signature blend of sharp humor, direct commentary, and perfectly timed trolling has turned his Instagram and other platforms into appointment viewing for millions of followers who never quite know what he is going to post next but understand that whatever it is, it will generate a reaction. That reputation has made even his most seemingly casual posts feel loaded with potential meaning, and it is precisely why a simple photo with Lil Wayne became one of the most analyzed moments in the entire debate. In the wake of the ongoing situation, several members connected to the discussion also came forward publicly to share their perspectives, with some indicating that the desire to make their voices heard as a unified family unit had been a driving force behind the wave of responses and releases. The sense of collective loyalty came through clearly. This was not a solo performance but a coordinated show of solidarity, regardless of any disagreements about specific tactics. As the discussion continued spreading organically across social media, fans inevitably began revisiting the long and storied history between 50 Cent and T.I., two artists who have been towering voices in hip-hop for over 2 decades and whose catalogs are regularly placed side by side whenever questions about influence, legacy, and cultural impact come up. Because both men carry such enormous historical weight in the culture, even the smallest comment or the most ambiguous post has the power to rapidly grow into a full-scale conversation that pulls in voices from every corner of the internet. Music commentators pointed out repeatedly that this dynamic, where massive, loyal fan bases dissect every detail in real time, is what transforms ordinary social media activity into headline news. A single Instagram post, a carefully worded caption, or a strategically chosen photo partner can shift the entire direction of a narrative when millions of invested eyes are analyzing every pixel and every word for hidden meaning. Another dimension of the conversation that kept gaining momentum was the remarkable speed at which music can now be created and released during moments of heightened public attention. Modern home recording setups and the immediacy of streaming platforms have fundamentally changed the way hip-hop conflicts play out in the public eye. Artists can record a track in their living room at midnight and have it trending on streaming platforms before sunrise. That speed has collapsed the old timelines of beef, response, and counter-response into something that now happens in near real time, and the effect on audience engagement is profound. Listeners noticed that the multiple tracks connected to the current situation appeared almost back-to-back in rapid succession, and each new release added another layer to the conversation, giving fans fresh lyrics to dissect, fresh references to decode, and fresh arguments to have in comment sections already running thousands of responses deep. Because of this rapid-fire release cycle, many observers have argued that the audience itself has become one of the most powerful forces in keeping these debates alive. Every reaction video, every comment thread, and every repost pushes the discussion further into the spotlight and deeper into the algorithms that determine what millions of people see on their feeds every single day. Longtime hip-hop fans also use the moment as an opportunity to zoom out and engage with the larger, decades-old debate about regional titles and influence within the genre. The phrase King of the South has been floated around and debated for years, with multiple artists being seriously considered for the designation depending on the era, the cultural moment, and the criteria being applied. Supporters of T.I. point consistently and convincingly to his foundational role in shaping Southern hip-hop during the 2000s. The landmark albums, the trailblazing collaborations, the sheer commercial and critical dominance that helped push Atlanta's sound into the global mainstream. Others argue that the title is more symbolic than official, given how dramatically and how beautifully hip-hop has diversified and expanded across every region since those earlier eras. Because of that complexity, debates like this one rarely produce clean, universally accepted conclusions. They evolve instead into rich, passionate conversations about legacy, timing, impact, and the moments that define different chapters of the genre's constantly shifting history.
Hey, all right, this went too far. I'm not interested in this.
Right.
I'm going to focus another direction. How do you turn it off? And you just haven't been able to instill that part into King, maybe, or you're...
Man, to be honest with you, bro, I said that's enough. Really, I said that's enough when I seen T-shirt. I said, man, this is enough. That's it.
Interview. As clips from interviews and social media posts continued circulating at full speed, fans locked in on the task of analyzing every statement connected to the situation with remarkable precision. Short video segments and screenshots spread across platforms within minutes of surfacing, with viewers working collaboratively, almost like a collective investigation, to piece together the complete timeline of who said what, in what context, and exactly when it happened. In today's digital environment, even the most fleeting comment can become a trending topic within minutes of being captured and shared. Music blogs, reaction channels, and dedicated fan pages continuously repost these moments, and each repost extends the reach of the conversation to entirely new audiences who may be discovering the story for the first time. Because of this ecosystem, discussions that once stayed largely contained within the music industry now reach audiences of millions. People who may not have any prior knowledge of the history between the artists involved, but who get pulled in by the energy, the drama, and the cultural weight of the moment. Many observers say this kind of attention cycle has become one of the defining characteristics of hip-hop culture in the social media era. Once a topic gains genuine traction, it can sustain momentum for days, sometimes weeks, as fresh reactions, new interpretations, and additional commentary continue appearing across the internet, each one feeding the next in a self-perpetuating loop of engagement. Another powerful factor that kept the current topic trending was the way fans began enthusiastically revisiting older interviews and classic songs connected to both artists. Listeners dug up past performances and archived statements where rap titles, regional rankings, and legacy claims had been discussed in various contexts, and those historical moments added rich layers of additional context to the debate already unfolding in real time. Some fans pointed to earlier eras in hip-hop when artists regularly deployed bold titles and confident declarations as a core part of their competitive identity. Phrases like "best rapper alive" or regional supremacy claims have been woven into the fabric of rap culture for decades, functioning as a way to energize audiences, assert dominance, and keep the competitive fire burning in a genre that has always thrived on that energy. Because of that tradition, many commentators argued that debates like this one are not anomalies or signs of dysfunction. They are a living, breathing expression of the competitive spirit that has kept hip-hop vital, dynamic, and constantly evolving across generations. While the deeper discussions continued building, many fans also turned their attention to the role that social media plays in actively shaping public perception in real time. A single Instagram post, a 5-word caption, or even a strategically chosen co-star in a photo can instantly redirect an entire conversation when millions of deeply engaged followers are watching with microscopic attention. Artists with major online followings increasingly understand, and deliberately leverage, how powerful these platforms are when it comes to controlling narrative, timing perception shifts, and staying relevant in the public consciousness without necessarily making a single direct statement. Even a brief, carefully worded message or a seemingly casual image can generate thousands of passionate reactions that then cascade across blogs, podcasts, and reaction videos for days on end. Because of this, some of the sharpest industry observers argue that moments like these are no longer purely about music. They are about visibility, timing, and the strategic management of public attention. And in the current media landscape, staying meaningfully present in the conversation can be just as culturally significant as the music itself. Interview. The conversation reached a new peak of intensity when 50 Cent shared that photo featuring himself alongside Lil Wayne, the post that quickly became the single most talked about moment in the entire unfolding saga. Fans immediately connected the timing of the upload to the earlier messages that had been circulating from T.I., and the image began trending across major music pages within hours of being posted. The caption amplified everything further. "If they ain't talking about me, what are they talking about?" 6 words that were enough to ignite thousands of comments and send the debate spiraling into entirely new territory. Fans debated with enormous intensity whether the post was a razor-sharp, perfectly timed playful jab or simply another expression of 50 Cent's well-established and widely celebrated online humor. Because Lil Wayne was prominently featured in the image, The photo also immediately revived and intensified conversations about influence and supremacy in Southern hip-hop, with many people pointing out that having two artists of that particular caliber in the same frame at this specific moment was hard to read as anything other than deeply intentional. Shortly after the photo surfaced, fan communities across every platform began interpreting it as 50 Cent's response to the earlier warning message that had been circulating from T.I., even though no direct names were mentioned anywhere in the post. The timing made the connection feel undeniable to most observers, and social media filled almost immediately with a flood of reactions as people dissected the image, the caption, the setting, the body language, and every other detail they could extract from a single photograph. Some users went further, arguing that the choice to appear alongside Lil Wayne specifically, an artist universally regarded as one of the most influential and respected voices in hip-hop history, was itself a symbolic statement that elevated the post far beyond ordinary internet banter. Music commentators noted, not for the first time, that in the digital era a single image truly does carry the power to shift an entire narrative and sustain a topic's momentum across the internet for days after it first appears. Following the post, reactions from fans and media outlets continued building steadily as the moment spread across blogs and reaction channels. Screenshots of the photo and caption were shared everywhere, with the overwhelming consensus from commentators being that 50 Cent had executed a strategic masterstroke, reclaiming the spotlight at the precise moment it suited him in the most effortless and unbothered way imaginable. Supporters argued that this is exactly what separates 50 Cent from most of his peers: his ability to generate maximum cultural impact with minimum visible effort, to say everything that needs to be said without appearing to say anything at all. As the situation continues unfolding in real time, fans across every social media platform are still actively debating what that post with Lil Wayne truly meant and what, if anything, comes next. Some viewers remain firmly convinced that 50 Cent was delivering a direct, pointed response to the earlier tension connected to T.I., while others maintain that the post may simply have been another example of his signature playful online persona that the internet took and ran with far further than intended. Either way, the timing of that photograph absolutely kept the conversation alive and pushed the entire topic back into the spotlight at maximum force. Moments like this are a masterclass in how hip-hop discussions evolve and sustain themselves in the social media era. One post, one caption, one carefully chosen photo, and suddenly, fans everywhere are in full detective mode, dissecting every possible layer of meaning from every angle imaginable. That is the power 50 Cent has built over decades, the ability to make the entire culture stop and pay attention with nothing more than 6 words and a smile. But now the real question is this: do you think 50 Cent's post with Lil Wayne was a direct, calculated response to T.I., or was it simply a coincidence that the internet latched onto and turned into something bigger? Let everybody know exactly what you think in the comments section below. And if you enjoy breaking down the biggest and most explosive stories in hip-hop, make sure you subscribe to the Gossip Tier channel right now for more updates, breakdowns, and discussions dropping very soon.